Madam Clerk, could you call the roll for the City Council, Successor Aging Housing Authority, Finance Authority?
Sure. A quorum is present for City Council, Successor Agency, Housing Authority, Finance Authority, and Parking Authority.
Any persons wish to address the City Council or Parking Authority on any item on today's agenda? Hearing no comment. We'll close public comment, and we have a presentation to the Asian American Drug Abuse Program. Whereas one component of a comprehensive public health approach to addressing drug abuse is the safe disposal of unused prescription drugs, including controlled substances, and whereas 43.66% of adolescents aged 12 to 17 in the South Bay are at risk for misusing prescription drugs, and whereas adolescents in the South Bay who experiment with non-medical use of opioid pain relievers report parties, friends, school, and home as the most common places they obtain prescription drugs. And whereas in order to minimize the potential negative and irreversible impact to our oceans and waterways, it's important that we limit the disposal of waste medications to our sewers. And whereas per an October 2014 U.S. Drug Enforcement Agency rule, police departments and pharmacies may now provide safe disposal boxes for controlled substances like Oxycontin, Vicodin, Valium, and Ritalin. And whereas South Bay Communities Creating Change, a coalition of substance abuse prevention agencies located in the South Bay, has launched a new effort to enhance safe prescription drug disposal efforts through community education outreach. Now therefore be it known that the mayor and council members of the city of Inglewood, California, do hereby support the DEA's biannual National Prescription Drug Take-Back events and support the availability and use of prescription drug drop boxes across the city to safely dispose of unused or expired prescription drugs, including controlled substances such as opioid pain relievers, to reduce the risk of non-medical use that might lead to drug abuse. That was a comprehensive resolution. God, I know everything now. Presented this 13th day of March 2018 by the mayor and city council members. You must have given us this information. Would you like to say a few words?
Yes, of course I would. Good afternoon, Mayor and Council. My name again is Tracy Sarotari with the Asian American Drug Abuse Program. And I would first of all like to thank Councilman Padilla for taking the initiative to bring the resolution to your attention, and to each of you, Councilman Dotson, Councilman Morales, and Councilman Franklin, and Mayor Butts, for your support of this resolution. It's important for us to open the eyes of the residents on the importance of prescription drug abuse and make sure that we're educating the community on safe storage and safe disposal. And we have, as you know, in the past, this past October, we had our very first prescription drug take-back event in October. And we look forward to having another one at the end of April. So we welcome your support in that. We were in partnership with the Inglewood Police Department, Community Affairs Officer Cinder Eller Kimball, and the DEA. And we look forward again, as I said, to hosting another one in April. And I also want to say that the resolution is a combined effort of South Bay Communities Creating Change, SBC3, a community coalition of substance abuse providers, prevention agencies in the South Bay that include all the way from Long Beach all the way down to El Segundo. These agencies as well are working with their cities to get a resolution passed. And I think we are the third city within our group to get a resolution passed, and I appreciate your support once again. And I'm hoping this will help them to get the ball rolling as well, seeing our efforts. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Would you like to take a picture, or you want to just take this home?
Either way, we can take a picture.
Come on over here and take a picture. Because Alex will put it in his newsletter.
I said I want to tell you something. Trying to find some pen. It gives you more. Everything that hugs your leg.
He's ready for it.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Item 1, CSA 1 and H1.
Warrant register.
Move allow payments.
Second.
Madam Clerk.
City Council, successor agency and housing authority members, Dotson.
Aye.
Padilla.
Aye.
Morales.
Aye.
Franklin.
Aye.
Mayor Chairman Buds.
Aye. Consent calendar, items 2 through 5.
So moved.
Second.
Madam Clerk.
Council members, Dotson.
Aye.
Padilla.
Aye.
Morales.
Aye.
Franklin.
Aye.
Mayor Buds.
Aye. A1,
Thank you, Mayor. There's no oral reports from the city attorney's office.
DM1,
Reports from the city manager's office.
DC1.
Mayor, if you'd be so kind and close the meeting in memory of my aunt, Minnie Higginbotham, a longtime Inglewood resident. She passed away this morning.
Sorry to hear that, Madam Clerk.
Thank you.
That's the last name.
Higginbotham.
Yes, thank you.
CT1,
Monthly Treasurers Report for the month ending December 31st, 2017.
receive and file. CT2,
Thank you, Mayor. Give a brief treasury report as of December the 31st, 2017. And copies are available again on the table outside. For the city of Inglewood, the funds under management is total cash and investments $103,075,826. And the debt interest earnings is $1,899. And the gross investment interest earnings is $71,012. Successor agency, $60,662,259, and the debt service interest earning is $23,021. Housing Authority funds under management, total cash and investments, $102,209. Public financing, $12,482,658, and the debt service interest earning is $5,640. Total funds under management is $176,322,952. And I'd like to also mention that the rising Fed fund rate boosts higher yields. I did buy one CD today at 280. Matter of fact, it will settle today, rather, pushing bond prices down. We have economic market today is a strong economic growth, healthy labor market, and weakening dollar, which is a sign of inflation, might be picking up. And we also have rising treasury yields. The treasury yields, 2 years about 224, a year ago was 122. The 5 years, about 265, a year ago was 189. The 10-year is at 288, a year ago was 236, and the 30-year is about 316, a year ago was 297. And that concludes my comments and my report.
thank you, Madam Treasurer. CI1,
Initiative by Councilmember Padilla requesting city sponsorship of the 2018 Fire Service Day event to be held on Saturday, May 26, 2018, from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Fire Station 172, located at 810 Centinela Avenue, Inglewood, 90302.
move approval.
Second.
Councilmember? Okay. Council members Dodson?
Aye.
Padilla?
Aye.
Morales?
Aye.
Franklin?
Aye.
Mayor Buds?
Aye. The English Successor Agency is already called to order, CSA 2.
Approval of the minutes for successor agency meeting held on February 27th, 2018.
So
Move
moved.
approval.
Second.
Second.
Madam Clerk?
Successor agency members, Dodson,
Aye.
Padilla.
Aye.
Morales.
Aye.
Franklin. Chairman Buds.
Aye. CSA 3.
Monthly Treasurers Report for the month ending December 31st, 2017.
Receive and file adjourn the successor agency. The Housing Authority is already called to order, H2.
Approval of the minutes for the Housing Authority meeting held on February 27th, 2018.
Second.
Madam Clerk?
Housing Authority members, Dodson,
Aye.
Padilla,
Aye.
Morales.
Aye.
Franklin. Chairman Buds.
Aye. H3.
Monthly Treasurers Report for the month ending December 31st, 2017.
Receive and file. Adjourn the Housing Authority. The Finance Authority is already called to order, F1.
Approval of the minutes for the Finance Authority meeting held on February 27th, 2018.
Move approval.
Second.
Madam Clerk?
Finance Authority members, Dodson,
Aye.
Padilla,
Aye.
Morales.
Aye.
Franklin. Chairman Buds.
Aye. F2.
Monthly Treasurers Report for the month ending December 31st, 2017.
Receive and file adjourn the Finance Authority. The Parking Authority is already called to order, P1.
Approval of the minutes for Parking Authority meeting held on February 27th, 2018.
Move approval.
Second.
Madam Clerk?
Parking Authority members, Dodson,
Aye.
Padilla,
Aye.
Morales.
Aye.
Franklin. Chairman Buds.
Aye. Adjourn the Parking Authority. Public comment. Any persons wishing to address City Council on any matter connected with city business not elsewhere considered on the agenda may do so at this time. 1 minute.
Conscious objector. I've been saying for years in the paper yesterday, if you haven't read it, Daily Breeze, Watchdog report, failed VA leadership put patients at risk. A report came out, states that they have endangered veterans' lives, actually killing them with their service. This I've been crying about. And in the statement you can buy the paper, it says it's systemic. This goes from 2015 to 16 something. But really, it says systemic to me. It's been an ongoing problem. When I've been telling you for years they've been killing veterans, especially black veterans, and the others that are collateral damage, I know what I'm talking about. So my number is 323-842-3363. And this is not fake news, which they put out propaganda. I have the documents before digital, before desktop publication, typewriters, typeset. Those are your real
Good
documents.
time, Mr. Parker.
Call my number, 323-842.
Hello, City Council and staff. My name is Omar Baldwin, and I'm a peace advocate. Today, I'm here to talk about the recent media about the city of Inglewood. Housing, supportive housing, maybe we can.
Thank you very much.
Not all about the money, it's more about the people, because as an executive myself, I can't just think about how much dollars I'm gonna make, how much. I'm a representative of a community. I have to look out for the people.
Thank you.
Hi, good afternoon. My name is Mello Desire from Youth for Human Rights, and I particularly want to talk about 100 Nutwood Avenue. I met with Mr. Jackson on 2 occasions, and I understand that you guys have your own agendas. Right now, the city honors and the children of Inglewood, you have 135 youth that need a location for a studio. I asked that several times, even met with them twice, and unfortunately, I don't have money to pay to play, okay? If Gustavo Dudamel is able to pay $5.9 million to do a youth choir here, then we should be able to have something for film and music without somebody paying you under the table. I'm saying this because I just saw this. The MSG is pissed off, yes, because you guys duped them into thinking that you were building a business park, but you're building another competitive stadium. Right now, we need the children a location for them to be creative because they don't want film as an extracurriculum. It is a career, and you have opportunities. So please let us use a city-owned property for the children, and if not, please write down that we don't have any space or any consideration for the children of Inglewood. They don't have time to waste. So just let me know what I have to do so I don't have to go around the red tape and pay people under the table. The kids deserve better than that, Mayor Butts.
Thank you, ma'am.
My name is Curtis Whittle, resident since 2004, and I want to thank you guys for your leadership. Definitely come up from when I got here. And so, but it's two things that I want to put on your radar, that I think that you should at least think. One is the water thing. I seem to be having a huge, excessive amount of water.
You mean a high water bill, or you
High water
have a
bill.
lot of water?
And I accepted the one in December because it says like 2 bills you guys are offering, but now it's like consistently starting to show that. And I got a threeplex on Hardy, and so they put the main line in there for the stadium, and that water bill has went up tremendously. And so I just want to put that on the radar. And the other thing is the predators for these seniors is crazy. And so if you guys can actually have something on your posts about all of these people coming in these communities it would be nice for them to
You
have
mean offering rehabilitation for home services and
all that
their...
kind of good stuff. That's it. And so I just,
Okay, one more thing, though. I want to extend your time. I want to understand this. So you have a triplex, and you're saying compared to your historic bills, since December, they've been higher. Okay, now it wouldn't matter if we put in a line for any project. You get billed based on your meter. So we'd like to have somebody come out, look at your meter, make sure it's reading properly, and look into this for
I'm
you.
not throwing stuff. I thank you for that. I'm just kind of putting it out there so if other people.
Yeah, I'm just saying, well, we need to try and find out. But the first thing we need to do, we need to make sure your meter's reading right. If your meter's reading right, then perhaps you should look for a leak. But because we don't want to make money off anybody for water.
Got you.
Okay.
I know. I appreciate that.
All right.
Thank you very much.
So is there anybody from Public Works here that can take this gentleman's name? Oh. Okay, all right. Thank you.
Good afternoon, Council and Mr. Mayor. I just want to realize that today, this weekend, about 10 to 15% of the nation's people are going to be celebrating St. Patrick's Day. So let's try and stay sober. I mean, the green beer and the cabbage and stuff is great, but let's stay sober. Let's just don't injure anybody over a little bit of gayness.
Glad you said
Thank you.
that. Okay.
Good afternoon, Mayor, Council. Eric Holly, District 1. I realize a lot of people have concerns about rent control and things like that, but I just ask people to please do your homework, do your due diligence. There are 15 cities in the state of California that actually have rent control, which are Berkeley, Beverly Hills, Campbell, East Palo Alto, Fremont, Hayward, Los Angeles, Los Gatos, Oakland, Palm Springs, San Francisco, San Jose, Santa Monica, Thousand Oaks, and West Hollywood. Those places have high rents anyway. Rents are high in California as a whole, not just in Inglewood or anywhere else. And currently Hawthorne rents are higher than Inglewood at this time. So it's something that we have to look at and prepare ourselves for, that as California residents, we're gonna have higher rents in the future anyway. So, let's not, take it easy on Inglewood, complaining about rent control and things like that, because it's the whole state, not just Inglewood. Thank you.
My name is Willie A.G., and I live in the beautiful city of Inglewood. I just want to support everything that Eric said. Hit the nail right on the head, brother. Just got the group up there. They take care of business. Thank you.
Okay, is there any more public comment? Actually, you were sitting down, Ms. Sobrano.
Oh, the two gentlemen there are standing there. They were gracious enough to
All
let a
right,
lady
all
go
right,
first.
all right, Ms.
Yes,
Sobrano.
but you do constantly argue. Clearly, you're talking now. So, it is interesting that that list was just read of all the cities that have rent control, and yet when I was surprisingly discovering that you had already put the Hilton property up for an idea that everybody was supposed to know without letting anyone except for 500 feet know, there was a gentleman there who was talking to the building department that his rent had been raised $600 in 1 month. And there was construction going on that he thought was kind of not good since there were exposed wires. And yet he was told, well, you know, it's Friday, come back Monday. That's not the way we should be responding to wires that are exposed. You have some serious issues throughout this entire building of people who disregard the concerns of residents. I know the home next door to me burned down after how many times did I tell everyone? And you ignored. Oh well, let's hope you don't go on record when someone actually gets injured when your staff ignores.
Welcome back, Ms. Sobrano.
Good afternoon, Council. I'd like to just address the fact of the matter that speaking of green, next month, St. Patrick's Day, there's a dispensary here in Inglewood that we're trying to shut down. They have been cited for several attempts and to get them out, and they have moved out once and came back and started business again. Residents in the community are not feeling it. There's lots of traffic, lots of nuisance, lots of activity, graffiti going on Arborvitae and Inglewood Avenue is the corner street. I'm the property manager representing the owner of the property, and we have a writ of execution to get them to do a lockout coming up soon, but Sheriff Department keeps putting us off. We have no way of knowing how soon we can get these people out. I just want the community to come together to say that they are a nuisance and we need to get them out.
We'll take your information down. Jaime outside will take your information down. We'll be in touch with you.
So the sheriff to hurry up.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, we'll close public comment. Council comments. Councilman Dotson, District 1.
First of all, I'd like to congratulate the mayor of this wonderful city of Inglewood on a one-of-a-kind, since I've been in Inglewood, and I've been here over 40 years, mayor's conference here in our beautiful brand-new senior building. I was fortunate enough to be there and be present during the entire conference. I am so proud to be part of this. You can't even imagine how it feels to have other people, other mayors, come here and be amazed at what we have been able to do, and especially that's in your building. I go to other cities for different affairs, but they were so impressed with this building, and why not? It's one of the best in the state, if not the best in the state. And as you guys get on the mayor about any little small thing that he may do, or you heard he did, let's make sure that we congratulate him and this council on the things that we do that are very positive. And that senior building is the bomb, as my grandkids would say. So I really want to congratulate you, Mayor. It was a wonderful affair. The agenda was great. I wish everybody could hear about the census coming up and the new cannabis laws and stuff. So it was very informative as well. So it wasn't just a good time, people eating. And by the way, the food was excellent. So my congratulations to the mayor and the council because we passed the senior building, but the mayor put that conference together, and it was wonderful. And everybody, to a person, said that when they were there and as they were leaving. So I congratulate you, Mayor, and I want to take my hats off to Sabrina Barnes and her staff, because if they don't do their job, the mayor's conference wouldn't have came out as wonderful as it did. So thanks to the Recreation Department.
Okay, it is official now. I like George Dotson best of all.
Thank you for that, and have a great day.
Councilman Padilla, District 2.
Hey, see, that's a hard act to follow now. We would just say ditto, right? You know, but no, it was a great event. Again, this was the LA County
Mayors.
It was the LA County Mayors meeting with mayors from all over LA County, as well as council members, you know, elected officials that were there. The mayor did a presentation about all good things happening here in the city of Inglewood. Mayor Garcetti was there, as well as I said, the other mayors. Santa Monica mayors, Culver City, all the mayors from Pasadena to Pomona to everywhere else, and very well attended, and a lot of good exchange amongst us that were in attendance. We were all there. Again, kudos to the mayor and also to staff for putting that together. And again, folks were really impressed, not only with the senior center, but all the dynamic things that are happening in Inglewood. Folks were just, their jaws dropped, as again, we talked about how wonderful this community is and the support that we have from all of you here in the city of Inglewood. Talk about support, you know, I want to give some support to our police department, because this coming Saturday, it's a endurance run with about 275 police departments that put teams together, and they run what's called a Baker to Vegas endurance run. It's a challenge cup. It's a 120-mile run. It's a relay, so no one person runs the 120. They break it up into 3, 5, 6-mile runs from Baker, California to Las Vegas. In the heat of the day, where I've been out there and I've seen folks fall over because of just that heat, and in the cold of the night, where it gets down to, you know, the 30s or 20s as they're making this run. And so I want to just support our Inglewood Police Department, which will be out there Saturday morning to kick off that relay. Matter of fact, they did a 5K run this past Saturday, and they also did that run in memory of the, and I'm going to ask the mayor to close, also in the memory of Officer Casillas, who was killed from the Pomona Police Department last week. So please keep him and his family in your thoughts and prayers. Another thing is LA County Fire Department, we're doing a recruitment, or they're doing a recruitment on April the 4th at Rogers Park from 6:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. again at Rogers Park. So anybody that's looking for a career in the fire department, this is your opportunity to come out and get some very valuable information for that. I also want to congratulate Marvin Engineering, or the Marvin Group, which is located here in Inglewood, celebrating their 55-year anniversary, and so they've been a great partner in everything that we're doing here in the city of Inglewood. And then, as my Commissioner Vaughn mentioned, you know, Saturday is St. Patrick's Day. Enjoy your day, enjoy the celebration, but be responsible as you enjoy your celebration on Saturday. With that, thank you. Have a wonderful week.
Thank you. Councilman Franklin, District 4.
Yes, I'll piggyback with my colleagues that just spoke, particularly with last Saturday, that the Liquid Sunshine did not hold back the Marvin Group of having a very festive celebration of their 55 years in business. And well over 600 employees with their families came to this event. Rain did not hold them back. Very outstanding. Food was delicious, and we were able to participate and support, along with Congressman Maxine Waters having a representative as well. I want to piggyback on my colleagues' comments regarding the LA County's mayor's meeting, and I commend our mayor, James T. Butts Jr., on spearheading our venue, which is the new senior center, and chairing the meeting along with Eric Garcetti. People were totally embraced of the city's movement. They recognize this is not just a city, a region, but a multiple region area that has an impact, all because of the city of Inglewood's action that we've taken. And in addition to people being there, we failed to mention that Supervisor Mark Wrigley Thomas was there, who also championed the fact about Proposition HHH on the housing issue and how it's going to have a domino effect with the entire LA County, and appropriating funding for all of us so that way we can address the homeless issues. The mayor did talk about the city of Inglewood called the New Era, but also we had representatives talk about Census 2020. If you have no idea how valuable it is that trying to get those numbers counted has a domino effect of the federal dollars that comes to the city of Inglewood and through LA County. So that's very important that we all get on board. And we have 2 years to prep, as opposed to 2010, we only had 1 year. So we have enough time to do that. They also had representatives talking about gender equity. How many times you've heard about the glass ceiling where people of color or minorities, particularly women, are not being given a level playing field to be able to in corporate office. So we had representatives talk about that as well. And then the conclusion, which was the heightened presentation, had to deal with cannabis, the challenges and opportunities of local regulation. Detailed, I must emphasize, detailed questions were engaged by the various mayors throughout the supervisory district or LA County, and there's a lot of information that we received, and it's also going to be made available on city website, so we'll be able to review that again as well. Again, Mayor, outstanding meeting on behalf of the city of Inglewood for chairing it for the LA County mayors. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I wanted to
Thank you, Mayor. Yeah, I also want to congratulate our mayor on that very significant historic event for the LA County mayor's first time ever. And I think the mayor mentioned that more than something like 90% of all the mayors all over the state actually county confirmed to attend that. So I know that was a remarkable event, but I notified my otherwise earlier that I was not able to attend it. So they got a chance to see our brand new state-of-the-art senior center, which is the best senior center probably in all of the nation because it's brand new. But anyhow, I certainly want to congratulate you. That was significant. That concludes. Oh, I also want to mention also I will be out of town next week attending the Municipal Treasurers Conference. That concludes my comments.
Councilman Morales, District 3.
Thank you. Just more of the same stuff, but I do want to talk a little bit about Marvin Engineering. I didn't have the opportunity to be there on Saturday, but over the years, you know, I've realized how special of an organization they are here to have in the city of Inglewood. By the way, they're like the top subcontractor for Lockheed Martin. That means when Lockheed builds something, really it's Marvin Engineering. But one thing I want to say is that during the very lean years in the city of Inglewood, they continue to be one of the top employers, if not the top, right underneath Hollywood Park. And for many years, and what was it, about 8-10 years ago, when the city of Valencia wanted to take them from us and offered them land, and he actually chose to stay and build around it. So, you know, that's something that I've always known. He wants to be here. Marvin Engineering has a history here, and, you know, so we're very happy to have them. As far as the mayor's meeting, I mean, it was great. It's getting fun now to hear people's kind of take on what's happening here in Inglewood. And one thing that this particular event and hosting these things, and thank you, Mayor, for bringing them out, is it was a fun event to casually talk to mayors from other cities and see their thoughts on what we're doing. But it gives us an opportunity that we haven't had in a long time, and that's an opportunity to tell our own story. And that is something that we can be grateful to have, because for so many years we weren't able to tell our own. Everybody else told our stories, and every one of these events gives us that opportunity in a facility and in the city at large to be able to do that. So that's kind of what I got out of yesterday, and I'm grateful for everybody who showed up, and you know, it was fun. Thank you.
Thank you. I just want to tell you, I'm just so grateful to be in my third city, this one twice, and to work with such a great group of employees as we have here in the city, and to be with such a great group of elected officials as we have here that work together in harmony. Where we've come to has been a lot of hard work. I always say luck is where preparation meets opportunity. And we did the hard things in the dark days, stabilized our budget, had 4 bond ratings increases in 3 years. We've quintupled our reserves. And these elected officials from other cities, they were in awe of what we've done financially. And I said, don't be so in awe. You need to go talk to Diane Sobrano. She'll explain to you. It's really not smoke and mirrors. But we have come a long ways, and it's not one person, it's not 5 people, not the elected people. It's the city team, it's the residents, it's the people that have believed in what we've done here. And when you have all these leaders from all these other cities that acknowledge and want to know how you've done what you've done, you know that you've arrived. So with that, I want to close the meeting in the name of Minnie Higginbotham, in the name of Gregory Casillas. He's a Pomona police officer. He was on his last day of field training. He was in his ghost phase of training. That's where you work plain clothes for your last 2 weeks and just observe. And they were chasing a driver that wouldn't stop. He drove to a location, and when Casillas came and chased him, he was killed with a shot through the door. Young man at the start of his career. And so we give our condolences to his family, on the police department, and we adjourn in the names of Minnie Higginbotham and Gregory Casillas, a Pomona police officer. We're adjourned.